Good afternoon, classmates. Good afternoon, Dr. Leonard Bobby Asiret. I am Louridel Songahid from BSAD English Block 2. I'm going to discuss a report about the incentives for teaching in schools in different environments. Incentive for teaching in schools in different environment. A World Bank evaluation collaborates the value of incentive towards improving teacher quality. It is the study conducted by Vegas and Umansky 2005. In addition, a 2004 study states that a broader systematic approach is needed to enhance the quality of teachers and teaching. One that considers new recruitment approaches, proper incentives, adequate resources, and long-term policy commitments, according to World Bank. There are various types of teacher incentives according to Kemmerer 1997, including working conditions, instructional support, and financial. Financial incentives include monetary, in-kind support, benefits and bonuses, and instructional support alternatively comprises items like provision of supporting materials, continuing professional development or CPD, and career opportunities. And lastly, class size, health and safety conditions, and provision of adequate breaks fall in the category of working conditions. According to the study conducted by Sclafani and Tucker 2006, in Australia, the Queensland Remote Area Incentive Scheme provide cash rewards of up to AUD 5,000 for the teacher to travel from the remote area to a metropolitan area for shopping or visiting family, as well as retention stipends of up to AUD with the amount of 5,000 per year. In addition, with a study of Sclafani and Tucker 2006, in Latin America, Chile and Peru and also Bolivia have financial incentives to encourage teachers to serve in rural schools. Chile provides geographic incentives of as much as 30% of annual salary for working in areas that are far from urban areas or represent geographic isolation, extreme poverty, or difficult access. It's not easy to serve or to teach in this kind of environment. It's not normal. So, Peru offers rural bonuses as one of the nearly 20 incentives and bonuses that can be added to the basic salary and that can represent 95% of the total salary. So that was very great idea. Since basic salaries in real dollars are only 50% of what they were in the year 1970s, 5% of the basic salary for teaching in a rural school does not provide much of an incentive to teachers who would prefer to live in or near metropolitan areas. It is also conducted by Crutch 2005. In Bolivia, bases salaries on the complex matrix of school designations of urban, provincial, and rural, credentials earned in teacher preparation programs, and seniority. Teaching in a rural school provides a 20% increase in initial salary, placement over teaching in a provincial and urban school at each level of training credentials. The levels of a training range from interim, no training, to experienced certified, no formal training, but more than 9 years of teaching. ABD completed training but missing a requirement for certification and certified, graduated from teacher training, and completed 2 years of service in a rural or provincial school. Entry into the highest salary levels is dependent on being fully certified. When experience is factored into the salary equation, location represent only to about 9% of the total salary. There are two additional bonuses for teaching in the rural areas. The zone or frontier incentives of 20% of monthly base salary for teaching in inaccessible areas or within 50 kilometers of international borders. As in Peru, Bolivia still has schools designated as rural despite of urbanization, and teachers designated as a rural despite transfers to urban schools, probably due to reluctance to recategorize schools and teachers and lower the salary levels or of the teachers involved. In London, studied by LAD 2007, has raised salaries in its schools by approximately 12% in order to attract teachers, not bad, but still has vacancy rates that are higher than other areas of the country. Goldhaber 2008 reports on incentive programs in the US and identified 20 states that have established incentive programs for teachers who are willing to go to schools with staffing challenges. In addition, some states establish programs to attract teachers to low-performing schools, offering annual cash. So incentives also, loan forgiveness programs, and housing allowances. Milanowski, Longwell, Saffold, Jones, Oden, and Skumist 2007 conducted focus groups at 3 teacher training institutions: a large public urban, a small private urban, and a large public non-urban, soliciting information as to what would influence prospective teachers' choices of attractive or unattractive schools in which to teach. When the analysis was done, within each type of institution, a large public urban, small private urban, and a large public non-urban, Milanowski et al. 2007 found that responses to the quality of the principal, the induction program, and curricular flexibility were more important than the increase in salary for respondents across all schools. But the issue of high percentage of minority students was a larger factor for students in the small private urban institution. Findings from Milanowski et al. 2007 are congruent with Hanoshik, Kain, and Rivkin's 2004. Research findings that working conditions were more important to experienced Texas teachers than pay differences in their decisions to change schools. Since their findings, Milanowski et al. 2007 differ from those of Clotfilter et al. 2008 regarding to the retention. Milanowski et al. Suggests that it may take larger incentives to attract new teachers with concerns about their preparation to teach in high-need schools than to retain those already there. Finally, a financial benefit is rarely a motivation for teachers to enter the profession. by Goodlad 1991, incentives, therefore, must not only look at financial compensation but other areas that motivate and inspire exemplary practice. These rewards can include satisfaction from appreciation, discovering new skills, high achievement from students, or self-growth.